welcome to your first day at PJ's Pancake House's newest location in Robbinsville. And there's your first call.
Hello, PJ's Pancake House, Robbinsville. No, I'm sorry.
What was that?
They wanted to know if PJ's Pancake House is open for lunch and dinner.
Miss Farkle, PJ's is open for lunch and dinner. Be careful.
Hello, PJ's Pancake House, Robbinsville. I'm sorry, we don't.
And what was that?
They asked if PJ's has a bar area, to watch the baseball games, NASCAR, or football.
Miss Farkle, take a look around you. What do you see?
PJ's Tavern with lots of flat screens?
Right.
Hello, PJ's Pancake House and Tavern. We're not just pancakes and breakfast anymore.
Plus, catch the game and enjoy PJ's new tavern menu. PJ's Pancake House isn't just for breakfast anymore. Get to the new PJ's in Robbinsville, 19 Main Street, across from the State Farm office, and online at pancakes.com.
Yes, we are live. What's up? We're the FREESTYLE.net. This is my right-hand man, Billy the Kid. What is up, brother? How you been?
Good.
How was your weekend?
Man, my last week was awesome, man. I ain't have to go to work. So
See, I had to work. In fact, I worked basically the whole week. It's I worked Saturday, and my one job. Well, I worked all week, and then I worked Saturday at my one job, and then my other job I worked Saturday night. So my whole weekend was basically work.
Yeah. I really didn't do much. I took it easy, but that was the point. I guess I could line one of those weeks or weekends up.
You had a vacation week. I had a work week.
Yeah, but it was good. It was good to catch them little breaks, from the kids. Knowing I ain't have to get up early to lift nothing heavy and be out in the elements. Surprisingly, the weather was good. The weather was pretty good all week, man. So, shout out to the people in my field of work, man, that were out there getting busy, man. It wasn't too hot. It wasn't raining.
It was that, yeah. It was
pleasant.
It was a bit of a relief for a very hot summer so far. We've had a very hot, rainy summer.
90s, humid.
And we're talking about not just 90s. We're talking about like 95. Like on a regular, 96,
feel like
97,
it's 120 or something, man.
And it feels, it feels bad.
Brutal.
It's sometimes it's unbearable. And my crazy ass went out there doing lawn work. Remember we talked about this?
Mm-hmm.
Did lawn work in the heat a couple times. Now it's relaxed weather. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna relax too. I'm gonna relax with the weather. But it's true. It's chill weather. It makes you want to relax. And plus, since I've worked the whole entire week,
you ain't have a bonfire. Same people doing their bonfires and stuff. Man.
I wanted to, but I need some time off.
Yeah,
maybe this weekend, possibly. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
Depends, because every day changes. Every day is a different challenge, different.
I can relate.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We were talking about a little bit ago. We were talking about billionaires. And speaking of billionaires, if everybody knows who, what's that dude's name? Jeffrey Epstein, right?
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly he killed himself.
What do you think? You think he did?
Well, before you interrupted me, I was trying to get to it. Well, he was on suicide watch. And he committed suicide on suicide watch. Now it's highly, it's kind of hard when they're watching you 24/7. You got a video camera watching you, and you're probably stripped of almost everything. And you're just in a rubber room, rubber bed, whatever. I don't know exactly how it is, and what circumstance he was in. But we're saying if you're on suicide watch, you don't have any means to virtually do any harm to yourself.
Right.
That's what suicide watch is about. And on top of that, you're being watched 24/7 by guards, probably different angles, different ways, different cameras. One you're a high profile criminal. It's waiting to be tried, and because you're being charged with some very serious shit. Meanwhile, you're a billionaire. Who knows how you got your billions? There's different ways of how you got your billions. However he got his millions or billions, whatever he had, he's made a lot of friends in his past. He's rubbed shoulders with different kind of celebrities, different kind of people. The Clintons, for instance, Trump, for instance. Supposedly Trump and him were friends at one point. Well, he was charged with a very, very serious couple of offenses. Basically, he was never going to leave prison or jail. But how is it that a guy that's on suicide watch ends up committing suicide? It's hard to believe. And of course, we live in an age where social media is insane. Flip over switch. You can go on the internet right now. Go to Twitter. You could go on Instagram. You can go on whatever Facebook, whatever internet social media kind of deal you're on. It's trendy. Even how should I put it? Even the one that you expected to say something has said something. He tweeted today tweeted the other day about a conspiracy theory, naming the Clintons behind it. I'm not gonna even say his name. We all know who it is. And that's that's really, really serious for a political official to point fingers. That's a very strong accusation, especially who he is. I don't know if he's just stirring the pot. But do you think he did? Do you think? I don't know. I wasn't there. I didn't do. I wasn't watching him. I wasn't the guard on. But if he did, then he did. He got off easy. But let's just say if he offered a couple $1 million to somebody, let him slip out the back or fly him to his island, nobody will ever see him again. You got to know he's probably got different escape paths or different routes or already planned. He was a fugitive for years, right? Think about it. You got to think, all right, first of all, he knew that he was wanted in the United States. For one. So he comes back to the United States and gets apprehended. Maybe, who's to say that this was planned for him just to, take his death so he can get get away scot-free, get some of his money away, Who knows? But, I can't, I don't know how to put wrap my head around that this individual killed himself. He basically, whatever he did, he was on suicide watch, committed suicide on suicide watch. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing so look, of course, social media is crazy. We all are wondering, the memes are out there, Clinton's memes are out there, it's insane. What do you guys think? If you guys want to call us in, 609-807-2492. You're welcome to call in and give, your input and what do you think? I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm just saying. I haven't posted any news because of it. But I just, I'm not sure if it's a conspiracy theory or he really did or what. There's just so you know, supposedly there's an investigation already launched into this. I don't know by how many departments, but there is an official investigation launched in regards to this incident. this particular individual. Because one less idiot, one less criminal that we needed on the earth. I'm sorry to think like that. I don't wish death on anybody, but this particular guy, maybe, a little bit. Judging by, his actions, his demeanor, how he handled himself, how he, what he did. Maybe the world could be a better place without him. What do you think? I mean, you're.
Listen, you covered it.
I mean, like, right,
yeah.
right.
Like, you covered a lot. Like me, like you know me. Like I'm just a comical spin. Like I agree with everything that you say, but on the comical aspect, I just think that him, Tupac, and Elvis, somewhere just chilling. Marilyn Monroe, Amelia Earhart.
I don't think he's not gonna deserve to be chilling with somebody. You know what I'm saying?
He owned islands.
But that's what I'm saying. Well, that's what you're saying. You're not saying that he's chilling with Pac and Elvis.
That's just a
they're
comical
up there. You're talking about he skated through.
Yeah, that's what I feel. I mean, like he was worth billions of dollars, and one of the reasons why he got off so lenient was because a judge that stepped down and resigned was accused of being lenient on him, and the judge stepped down. He's out. He's free. Still, like those were his only consequences. You just got to give up his practice. I'm quite sure he's smart enough to find another one. Or he has enough money saved up to go chill on that island that Epstein owned.
Exactly, right.
Yeah, because it's a favor for a favor. He's like, look, bro, I let you off. Give me a resort on your island. In the event, like you can see that coming. Like in the event that stuff hits the fan, in the event that stuff hits the fan later on down the line, you got me, I got you. Come on now, we do that.
If you pay somebody to get away, you paid a lot of money. To fake your death like that,
you can't really get rid of billions, though. Billions is wealth.
Yeah, but if he's paying somebody, hey, here's 10 million here, here's 10 here.
He's still not getting rid of them billions.
Yeah, but he's giving away at least one bill. At least one bill.
Yeah.
You're faking your death. You got to pay everybody.
1 billion, man. You know how many cops you could pay off? How many COs?
Yeah, but you can't pay everybody off.
What?
We're talking about. We're talking about.
No. Nobody's ever been offered that type of money before.
We're talking about the people that he is engaging to escape, disappear. We're not talking about all kinds of, not everybody is corruptible. Excluded.
No.
Not everybody is corruptible.
Nah. It depends. It depends on the money you're talking.
Not everybody's corruptible.
Like that, the ship that they caught with the tons and tons and tons of cocaine. That was about $1 billion worth of stuff right there in the port of Philadelphia. That was billions worth of cocaine ready to hit the streets.
I heard about that.
Some of the crew members got paid $50,000. That was $50,000 to risk their whole freedom, their career, and everything. Only $50,000. $1 billion. Listen, you got people that will dig you an underground tunnel under the ocean to make sure that makes it to its destination. They just were stupid with that amount of, like now, like we dealing with borderline politicians who control Wall Street and stuff with their fingertips.
That's probably. Listen, I don't know who controls Wall Street, but the Wall Street guys are the ones who
they know how to play They know how to play Monopoly better than we do.
You just separated the Wall Street guys from the politicians. The Wall Street guys are the politicians.
Banks, all of that stuff.
The Wall Street guys are the politicians.
Now, mind you, who has the most influence over government?
The banks.
Banks.
Wall Street. Yeah,
okay.
Basically.
He worth billions of dollars. He's their number one asset.
But you can't pay off a bank. No, I'm talking about paying off private people.
You're thinking too primitive.
I'm talking about paying off the warden, paying off the judge, paying off the guards, paying off whoever he's in contact.
Think about how the Federal Reserve started. The Federal Reserve started with about 16 guys.
Hold on. Do you know what year the Federal Reserve Act was signed?
Now, I don't know personally. I'm going to say about 1800s where banks and stuff were forming.
No.
We're getting...
I'm gonna... Been waiting for this
That's right.
1913, the Federal Reserve Act was signed. Exactly almost a year to the day.
On Jekyll Island.
The Titanic sank.
Yep.
Because the three major influences that did not want the Federal Reserve Act to be signed all went down with the Titanic. You can go into, you talk about influence.
Now I want to know:
influence.
did they or did they not?
Google that.
Back that. Convince the government. They convinced the government that from now on, now that us and all these other banks have merged, you have to borrow from us. They convinced them that they have to because that's why paper money really isn't real. Well, because everything is pretty much borrowed from out of the air from these banks.
This is the reason why it happened. It's a simple reason. It's because America didn't have finance. They didn't understand finance and how it works. At the time,
they kind of did. They were neck and neck with China, with Russia, with all of them.
I'm not talking about economic. Economic. We're not talking about economic foes or competitors. We're talking about one entity. We're talking about the United States of America that, truthfully, did not really know about financial. How to save money, how to spend money, because the billionaires themselves were the ones who were paying, for the presidents to go in, for those guys in, then, and they were lending America money. That is also a fact that the biggest tycoons, we're talking about Carnegie, Rockefeller, they would lend money to the United States. So these guys decided, you know what? We're charging them interest already. We might as well put this on paper and make it as official. So, there was a president on his dying bed that said, I beat the banks. Andrew Jackson said, I beat the banks. Because, nobody wants the banks to control your money. And I'm not trying to get into banks and, I'm not talking about control. I'm not talking about how I'm just talking about how the Federal Reserve started, how it acted, how it was.
I just want to kind of center around Epstein with his influence, because $1 billion, you're a key player. Like you are one of the top runners of that 1% of America.
You're one of the you're one of those that 1% that owns almost everything.
Yeah. Billion, so he was a key player. Like now, we're speaking heritage and lineage here. You know what I mean? Like that billion wasn't something that he just got inherited.
Well, I mean, how did he make his? I don't know his story.
That's a bloodline. Well, because everybody would have knew about a poor guy with some story that just shot up to billions. This was already in his family.
Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg. Yeah, all these guys weren't millionaires to begin with. They were college guys. Bill Gates, I think, even dropped out of college. We're talking about it can happen. It can happen. It can happen.
See how you know about them. You know about a Gates. You know about a Zuckerberg. You know about a Steve Jobs for what they brought to the forefront. You don't know what the hell this man did. That was established.
Well, I mean, I know he did some kind of business. I don't know what kind of company he held. This is as much as little as I know about.
Let's both agree that at some point, some of those dollars are connected to blood money. At some point, I mean, we're talking bootlegging and speakeasies.
Absolutely, 1,000%.
Everything that this country was founded on.
Some of that money was definitely blood money.
Even the Kennedys got blood in there.
Inherited money. Could be new money. A lot of it. A little bit of everything. Oppression money. But I mean, I'm not trying to make the whole conversation.
I just wanted to connect that, to his influence, to say like that's how I see how he got through the web. Like to us, it's unfathomable. Like once you get into that deep amount of trouble, and then with government, and then media, and like all this other stuff, us will be tripped in the web. Like R. Kelly is on, like, it's plenty of webs around him. He don't know whether he's up, down, left, right, north, south, east, or west. But in this guy's case, he's like, what the hell do I need to fear? I am the web. Like this is mine.
Yeah, I mean,
$1 billion. This is your game. It's your playing field.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying. I mean, because of his money,
I just feel like he should have waited a couple months, waited a year or so to have killed himself off.
A greater,
it would have been more believable.
You know. But listen, if he did kill himself, he killed himself.
But he did it instantly. Like, that's what makes it so, like, wait, nah, come on. And on top of that, he was on suicide watch. Like, yo, he could at least waited about a year, got downgraded from suicide watch, and then you guys said that he killed himself. Make it believable. Like, okay, you know, after a couple of months, he was released off of suicide watch. It was when he went back into, because he wasn't going to general population. It was when he went back into isolation or solitary confinement. That's when he had the tools to utilize to commit harm to himself.
He's not going to have,
now you got a storyline. You got a storyline.
He's not going to have a lot of influence in there, you know, when he's in, you know, general population. Solitary confinement, he's not going to be able to talk to anybody. But in those holding cells, processing, it could have been a conversation. I mean, who knows? I mean,
maybe had he waited, he could have hollered at Trump and Kim could have pardoned him.
Kim, no, talking about Kim pardoning somebody. There was a girl that was in prison for over 15 years. She was Centoya or Centoya?
Don't get me the line.
Huh?
Don't get me the line. I don't remember her name.
Centoya Brown, I think. She was, you know, and this is crazy how this kind of almost is related to the issue. This young lady at her age of 16 was forced into, you know, slavery. And she ended up killing, you know, somebody in the process. I'm not going to go into too many details, you know, because of who could be watching. But to get real, this guy that we were speaking to can be related to the exact issue why she was locked up. If you know about both stories,
right.
She was 16. She was sentenced to 55 years or more in prison, and they were going to deny her. If they denied her parole, if they denied her, she would never see it light day until like she was 50. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people were, campaigning for her to be pardoned. Some people, you know, said, you know, she doesn't deserve to be pardoned. But I mean, put yourself in a 16-year-old young girl forced into a situation where she can't get out of.
She lost twice.
She lost her life, and then when she killed somebody, she lost her life twice.
Virginity, everything.
She lost her chance to go to a prom. Lost her, to get married. You know, she's married now, but married like normal people. You know, she's now 30. I think she's now 35 years old. And she was given clemency. A lot of people campaigned for her. Kim Kardashian. And she was given clemency. Some people say she deserves to stay longer.
The only person Kim got pardoned though.
But also, you know, she did 15 years for murder. You know, somebody, you know, was committing a crime, you know, happened to get killed in the process. She was underage. She shouldn't have been there. Her innocence was taken away. I mean, if you're forced in that situation, that's just me. Mm-hmm. I think 15 years is, you know, it's enough. I mean, she's released, and she's not going to be completely free. She's given clemency, but she's going through a, you know, transition period to where, you know, she while in jail, she got her education. She signed a book. You know, she's going to be a public speaker. She's going to, you know, influence other girls to make the right, try to help them. You know, if you don't think that's rehabilitation, you know, and you're saying they need more time, you're wrong. Yeah. I mean, you gave the girl 15 years at a tenor time of life. She was underage. Gave her 55 years or more. But she did 15 years. She wrote a book while in jail, in prison, we'll say. She got her education, and she is now trying to give back. And you know what she said? She goes, "Let me go. I'm not going to disappoint you. You know, I mean, confidently. And I think she's gonna do good. You know, shout out to her. You know, keeping that torch burning. You know, to again to see light.
Not getting up, didn't kill herself.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
She didn't kill herself.
You know, shout out to her. Shout out to her that, you know, she was put in a different situation, related to the situation.
Neither did the 5.
But you know, this is how karma works.
Neither did the 5 guys wrongly convicted by that corrupt prosecutor back in the day. They got a documentary on Netflix called "When They See Us."
It's I read about that story as well. These guys were in New York in the early '90s. They were doing a parade, and again, an issue happened related to the issue that we were just talking to. Related to that, 5 guys wrongly accused. A woman was brutally injured, sexually assaulted. You know, all kinds of issues, and you know, what happened was 5 men were wrongly accused. They were almost 20 years in jail, right? Close to 20 years.
Yeah.
Some got out. The lives weren't the same. Some were still in there. And until one guy said, you know, how this all happened, the guy that actually committed the crime wasn't there with the guy. He was put in here. Oh, this is, you know, and he was, oh my God, I did this, and they're doing the crime for me. So, you know, he had to change his heart, and he admitted to the crime, and all 5 guys were released. They were awarded with a settlement by the state. I don't know if it was $1 million a piece. I don't know. Could be wrong. It could be $2-3 million to split amongst them. I don't know. But it was a certain amount. But, you know, these guys were only accused. They did almost 20 years. They were from the 90s.
None of them killed themselves.
None of them killed themselves.
All 5 made it.
They kept on praying that they were, you know, telling the truth, that they were innocent. Nobody believed them. They were kind of underage. They were coerced into admitting that they did it just to get home to their moms. It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, it's crazy you speak that because I remember that story.
Mm-hmm.
I remember reading about that. I remember hearing about that. You know, a long time ago.
Plenty of people, man. Plenty of people. You know, only convicted, man. Just waiting on their day, waiting for the real balanced scales of justice, you know, to prevail. And you know, shout out to the ones that's still alive. You know, waiting, hoping for that day, man. Because I mean, again, you know. Sometimes, man, Lady Justice can be blind. You know, like she ain't always right. She's not always right, man. And you know, unfortunately,
well, you know, it's unfortunate that it happens.
Yeah, man.
You know, and it's unfortunate that, you know, the real criminals, you know, that do commit crimes go on.
I mean, you be having prosecutors just bent on getting a name for themselves, so anybody can go down. You can go down. I can go down. Because at this point right now, even with a lack of evidence, they really want you in there, especially if it's a high-profile case. Because now their name is big, and people want to work with them. That's how messed up it is.
In this day and age, you know, the evidence has to be true. Now you need, you know, evidence, the DNA, and you know, cell phone placing. You know, it's crucial. It's crucial. You know, it comes into play. You know, that's why people get arrested so easy. Now, they commit a crime, nobody seen me, I'm scot-free. Guess what? There's a camera right there that caught you. Guess what? Your cell phone caught you.
Yeah, honestly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You didn't see the person actually seeing you doing it. So, you know, there's many ways to get caught in, you know, caught in
a crime. I mean them outlandish cases with a judge telling Meek Mills, I'll lighten your sentence if you throw me on a mixtape. Like, they're dropping on Amazon. That Free Meek is dropping on Amazon this month. That whole story.
The issue with Meek, you know, he was locked up for popping. He was denied. He was what do they call it? What do they call it when you mess up and you're on parole?
Parole violation.
They violated his parole.
He's on parole for 10 years.
They violated his parole for popping the Willie. That's why he went to jail. Mm-hmm. He popped the Willie and they violated his parole. Only because she wanted to send a message.
She was a judge and she was flexing her influence. And hadn't a lot of people caught wind or paid notice to it, her influence would have mattered. It would have wrongly mattered in her favor, and that's how it all would have went down. You know, so favor, you know, it plays a lot, like, and favor and influence, man. And like we dealing with people like in their line of work who, you know, I don't feel like they should be granted that permission or that much, like, you know, freedom to make those type of corrupt decisions. I mean, it's like they say, it's like they say, not all cops are bad. You know what I mean? There's just a few bad apples.
It's crazy we talk. Listen, I'm gonna interject if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Speaking of cops,
do your thing.
you know, Meek Mill's out now.
Yeah.
You know, real quick, Meek Mill's out.
And he's off.
He's now campaigning to. He said to himself, "I'm not trying to fix the system. There's fix everything. I'm just trying to fix some of the system. I can fix it a little. Then everybody else can help fix a little. You know, he said, I'm not trying to fix the world. I'm just trying to fix it.
Speaking of a lot of these rappers that are spreading influence, I'm gonna give a shout out, you know, to Cardi B, man, who take time out from the music that she makes. We might not all relate to the content of her lyrics and stuff, but she's getting more and more, you know, self-righteous and political and stuff too. Like, she dropped a good point on Instagram where they were taking out the violent video games in Walmart. And she said something that hit me. I don't know whether everybody was already aware, but she was like, how you going to take out violent video games in Walmart and still sell guns in Walmart? I just dropped the mic. And she's throwing little haymakers here and there. She's throwing little haymakers.
That's 100%.
It'd be about Trump. It'd be about Puerto Rico. It'd be about something. When she throw a haymaker, they land.
No disrespect to Cardi B. I'm not a fan.
Hey,
I don't relate to her music.
Shout out to them. Shout out to them ones that they know that they got fans that look up to them. A lot of people might not agree with what they say, listen, but they like let me leave.
She's doing her thing.
It's like off camera and out of this costume. Let me give you me, and this is how I feel, and I see the world.
Like I'm sure there's people out there that are big fans of Cardi, and there's people who are not fans of her. It's just like every other, like, you know, this band to this band. I'm sure I might like this band, but you may not like it.
Now, dig this. Now, you got A$AP Rocky, who said, I don't care about the Black Lives Matter movement, and specifically mentioned Eric Garner. What was it? Eric Garner, was it Mike Brown? And he was like, I don't live in Ohio. He said, I stay in Beverly Hills. And then, fast forward, he gets into a fight over in Switzerland and gets detained and can't come back home, and now he expects everybody to rally for him. We're like, hey, I don't live in Switzerland. I live in America. Watch your tone. Like, what was the real message that you were sending to people? Like, you're on a platform where people pay attention to what you say. You have to tread lightly. Sometimes you got to take that character off and be you.
Listen, reality is reality. You know, that karma train, I talk about that karma train. Listen, that karma train comes around, and guess what? If you've done something wrong to people.
Yeah. That's a prime example, because these are your words. I don't live in Ohio. Mike Brown, I don't live in Ohio. I'm not worried about that. I stay in Beverly Hills. But now that you need us.
Mike Brown wasn't in Ohio.
And it wasn't Eric Garner.
Eric Garner was in New York.
Was New York. The one that was in Ohio.
Mike Brown was.
But anyway, A$AP said, I'm not over there where he's at. But he clearly said, I'm in Beverly Hills. But when it happens to you, now all of a sudden, what do you expect us to do? I'm going to say the same thing you said. I don't live in Switzerland. What was you doing over there? What was you over there fighting for? You don't know their rules. You don't know their laws. They're not nothing like us. In China, you could get jail time for cursing.
Absolutely.
The dude, remember back in the day where they beat the dude on public TV with the cane stick for the American? He was an American, and they made a public example out of him, and America couldn't do nothing because those are their laws. You went over there, you disrespected their custom. They tied that man up to a tree, and that's the reason I know the name. It's called the Singapore cane.
Crazy, man.
They beat that man on public TV with a Singapore cane.
That is listen.
And I learned my lesson watching him to never curse in China.
But also, and I shed light today, children died in a fire, I think in Michigan or in Ohio or something. It's somewhere I just, it's the news, just passing through. I don't know exactly what my condolences to the families involved. It was Erie something. I think it was either Erie, Pennsylvania, or Erie. It was in Erie, somewhere in Erie, United States, a town. It was a daycare, and 5 children.
Wow, a daycare.
5 children died in the daycare.
Damn.
It was a 24-hour daycare.
Bro, and that's some stuff you don't expect to happen with your kids.
It was a fire.
And they're your pride and joy, man.
Fire, it was a
and
fire.
you send them off with so much confidence, knowing that your day is going to go better, knowing that they're in daycare, you're working to pay the bills, and everything is a normal day. How do you even receive a call like that? Like, that's some hurtful. Man,
Speaking of cops, I want to shed light. There's recently, I don't know, we've had guests we couldn't talk about certain things. You heard about the story about the cop killed his baby, right? Isn't that crazy? Crazy.
Yeah, and the wife kind of had something to do with it, man. Like,
Well, the wife was released. I think she's pending.
he was abusing his baby.
But
infant.
she basically, knew, but kind of didn't know. She was, telling him, text messages back and forth, baby's got marks, whatnot. And, this was repeated, the autopsy showed that it was repeated, abuse because he could not connect with the child. And you said, it's crazy how some of these, people in positions,
should be holding themselves with a certain code of conduct,
first of all, you're a dad. That's a child. That's your flesh and blood. Why are you going to take that life?
To an extent, like, even though we're all responsible for our own life when we get up out that house, and we're responsible for our kids and stuff too, because it all starts at home. At some point, when y'all wear that badge and y'all swear yourselves in, you're actually responsible for lives around you too. You almost have a sworn duty that if somebody's in danger, you have to go see them. Like, if a house is burning down, you either call, try to help save them. If an alligator drags a kid in there, you're supposed to pull your gun out the holster, shoot the alligator, somehow save the kid, because this is just civic duty, and we expect so much more out of them. Like, and I hate that term when they go, there are a couple of bad apples in the batch. Bad apples really don't taste that bad. All you're gonna get is a little bit of diarrhea. Like, don't cover up the word murderer. You know what I mean? Like, listen, people get killed every day. I don't sugarcoat what that person did and their responsibility. That person's a killer. That person's a murderer. That person is crazy. That person is insane. Same thing with a lot of these mass shootings. Why? Why get to this point and then go, they were troubled and they had, no, this is a damn certified killer. This man put on headgear to muffle the sounds from his ears and calculated and precisely shot 22-something, 40 people. The number just kept climbing up.
Yeah, that was.
And it happened across America. El Paso, Texas was like the third one. The one before that was in California. One before that was in California. It was a food truck thing, and then the one that same day, a couple hours prior to that, was in New York, because I thought somebody pulled some type of alarm and had people going crazy.
This is an epidemic. This is an epidemic that's,
If you look at all of these boys, they all kind of look the same. They're young dudes, and they got glasses, look like they were picked on in school, and all this. And it's like the cliche that you see all the way back to Columbine.
It's a bad epidemic that needs to end. Just needs to end.
But again, shout out to Cardi B for this.
And it's becoming a everyday kind of thing. Back when we first heard about it, the whole United States was devastated.
Yeah, watching it on the news.
You see it on the news. The shock factor is starting to wear off. Unfortunately, these mass shootings happen
420 precisely just this year alone.
And you notice
420
mass
shootings.
You go to other countries, that really doesn't
none.
happen.
Everybody's zero. China is zero. Like Brazil, you might have like one. Europe, you have one.
You have a couple.
Few.
but not as much as we do. We have
Because
insane.
America has a crazy infatuation with their guns. And how can
But it
you
doesn't
take
ha- it
violent
doesn't- it
video
doesn't
games
have
out of
to be.
Walmart? Pay attention to this. You took violent video games out of Walmart, but you still sell alcohol and guns. It's a crazy infatuation. They're like, how does nobody see nothing wrong with that?
And I don't listen. The NRA may agree with me because they might love me what I'm going to say right now. But guns don't kill the people. You know, let's say they take out the guns out of Walmart. People are going to grab hatchets. They're going to start running. They can run people over.
But you know what you can't do with a hatchet? You can't kill 100 people with a hatchet.
Yeah, you know.
Because
Listen.
if you kill 100 people with a hatchet, 97 of those were idiots. Was just idiots.
They'll evolve on what they do, with, you know, how they do it. There was a mass stabbing, I think 2 weeks ago. Maybe 2 weeks ago. I'm not sure. You can fact check that. Somewhere in our country, a mass stabbing. I don't know the circumstances or the details, but I was surprised. I was like, whoa, that's the first that doesn't have a gun. You know, it still happened. You know, it happened. Mass assaults, you know, on a large scale, you know, that's insane. I growing up, I didn't grow up with that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have that. I feel so bad for the kids that have to grow up in this kind of society today. That it's not us that are the ones that are worrying. These kids that see it on TV, hear it throughout the day, and their security measures in school are now in place for different reasons because of that.
Some will never be the same.
Some schools will never be the same because
witnessing that and then having to go back to school.
Like I said, I feel bad for the kids that have to go, you know, to school in today's day and age. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, we did not grow up with that. We did not
Cool
have
with everybody. We did a little fight, a little bit of knuckle game.
Listen, people.
A lot of us see each other now.
Well, everybody picked on everybody. You know, and that's how it was. You know,
I'm gonna keep it
Don't
real.
get
Some
me
of the
wrong.
dudes I fought, we cool now. We got kids. We too old to be out
You
there
know,
doing that
you
stuff.
know,
Let's
some of the dudes-
let's teach our kids better.
I'm gonna be real. Some of the dudes I fought, you know, some I made friends with, and some I never made friends with. Some of the ones I never made friends with, well, screw them. You know,
Y'all don't fight each other every time y'all see each other. And y'all definitely not thinking about killing each other.
Well, I'm not like that. You know, I'm. Well, I want to punch him in the face. Want to knock a bitch out. I want to, you know.
I never went to
break an
school
arm
and
or
shot
something,
nobody because I was
you
too
know,
scared of my
Punch him
mom.
in the gut. You know, give him a black eye, give him a fat lip. Absolutely, hell yeah. You know, people that I dislike in life, that, you know, sometimes, you know, I want to knock them out. You know, because they piss me off that much. But I don't. Do you think I go and
You start doing a silent countdown in your head to calm yourself the hell back down.
No, you know, I just like, you know what?
Ain't
I just
worth
think in my head, you know, I'm blessed with the life that I got.
Mm-hmm.
You know, why give them the satisfaction? Go break their nose,
Especially if
go
they have
break the
nothing.
jaw. They try to sue me. I ain't got no money as it is. You know, they
Working hard,
tie me up
struggling.
in litigation with you know. I'm not only being sued, but I got charges. You know, I got to go to court to fight that. I got to get a lawyer.
Which makes
You know
it
what I'm
hard to
saying?
get another job.
It makes it harder to get another job. You know what I'm saying? Well, if I'm convicted that I did it, you know, I can just say, hey, it was a hand-to-hand combat, mutual thing. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I don't want y'all to, whoever's watching as a cop thinking that, you know, I'm going to do that. Listen, if somebody mess with me, y'all know, there's people out there that know me. You fuck with me, I'm going to knock you out.
Don't be no
You
punk.
fuck with me, I'm going to kick your ass.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't give a shit.
Hey, don't touch
You know what
my
I'm saying?
don't touch my stuff. It's still my
I
stuff.
don't,
Keep
I
your
don't, I
hands to
don't, I
yourself.
don't mess with you. I don't bother you. You know what I'm saying? You mess with my family. You mess with my kids. You mess with my wife. You know, you mess with me.
You get the animalistic
I'm gonna
instincts.
kick your ass. You know what I'm
Animalistic
saying?
instincts.
Then you know what? I pay the price if I got to go to jail. Pay the price, but I'm gonna kick your ass
Preach!
if you push my button.
Let the church say amen.
I'm gonna push. If you push those buttons,
I say let the church say
I'm gonna
amen.
kick your ass, and I don't give a shit.
Amen.
But the fact is, I'm not the type of guy that's, you know, just start kicking people's asses
Yeah.
for the hell of it. You know what I'm saying? There's a fuse. Whether it's sometimes it could be short.
We all got one.
We all have them.
Everybody.
But it takes a hell of a lot to get me there because, like I said, I have a great job, a couple great jobs. You know, I'm a DJ. You know, I'm on the radio. Why am I gonna put myself in that situation and risk losing my life that I have. You know, worse, I can get killed. The dude I punched, he can have a gun, a knife, and stab me and kill me. You know, so we remember we talked about this in the beginning of the show. Moments, things can change like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I guess my point is, you know, appreciate your life. You know, appreciate the ones that you love. Appreciate those around you, the ones that are influencing you to be a better person. You notice the ones that are around you that influence you to be a better person. You know, just do you, man. Just strive to be better.
I mean, they say you take on the characteristics of the 5 people that you hang around the most. So you would want to make smart decisions. Like, you're around 5 thieves, you're going to look guilty by association. If you're around 5 fighters, you know, you're going to fight eventually. Like my pop used to say, a bald man who goes to the barbershop every day is eventually going to sit down and get a haircut. I get it now.
Unless his wife works there, she's cutting hair. Or unless, you know, he's the barber. You know, there's a lot of ways you can come back out that way.
And I see that. I see his point.
Ways.
I get his point.
But I understand. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just live your life. You know, hug your loved ones. You know, make sure you know you tell them, hey, you love them. You know, every so often. You know, when you can. You know, like I said, I always say this: we're on borrowed time. You know, and once that time has come to collect, you know, we're done. You know, it's what you do with his life. It's what matters to those around you. You know, because those people are going to be at your funeral. You know, they can either be.
I love you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Love you too, Ruben. You know what, man? I'm gonna put our beef to the side, man.
We kind of like you, man. You know, we kind of. No, we love you, man. We love you.
You know, you alright.
You know, I've known you 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, no homo. I got respect for you, brother. Got love for you. But you know what I'm saying? You know, just live life, man. But, you know, if you want to do something in life, and you know you have that lack of slight confidence that you can't, just, you know, if it's something good, you know, you want to, you know, do something, play guitar, learn how to play guitar. Don't wait 4 or 5 years. Just do it. You know, if you want to do something in life, don't wait till you're old and say, damn, I could have done that, I didn't do it. You know, just do it. You know, just live your life. You know, it's we're all blessed with a precious life, and we're only here for really borrowed time. And once he says it's time, it's time. You know, so appreciate that life. You know, I mean, you see, we talked about crazy current events in the hour that we were on here. I don't know how to, you know, it's real shit. You know, it's the society that we live in. You know, drugs is rampant, crime is rampant. You know, corruption is rampant. You know,
just gotta find your place and your influence.
Yeah, you just gotta be
in it.
Be a positive light.
You know, like those tables can turn for the better.
Absolutely. You know, we talked about different scenarios, different issues in life. You know, we talked about some deep shit here. You know what I'm saying? You know, we didn't talk bad about anybody. You know, we just kept it real. You know, it's next week we should have a guest on. You know, we try to do 2 weeks guest. You know, try to pack it in. You know, we take a break and, you know, catch up on what we have to say, and then we bring guests on. You know, if you see the little trend that we do, you know, it's it keeps our DNA, keeps our you know, us fresh, and keeps the show fresh. Quick shout outs. Shout out to everybody that's listening. Shout out to, you know, the viewers. You know, if you're around the world, if you're local, you know, if you're out of space.
That's for all of y'all who was out there sleeping.
Yeah, I caught you on that one. He just woke up off that one. Seriously, shout out to everybody that's always tuning in. Shout out to everybody that's a part of my life. My wife, my daughter, my son. You know, my in-laws, my mother, you know, my entire family. Shout out to my father-in-law who's back home after having a mild heart attack, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, mild heart attack. So, you know, I'm happy that he's back home. I was worried about him.
Take it easy, Pop.
You know, it's been a crazy, you know, crazy summer. But yeah, you know, we're the Freestyle Freaks. Ralphie Rodden, also known as DJ News, just blow your kit. Big shout out, bro.
Hamilton Radio, you, Ruben, and my family, and my aunt down in Virginia. I want to give her a special shout out. I was supposed to call her up tonight. She had a dizzy spell and she fell and fractured 4 ribs. So, hoping that, you know, my cousin Marilyn, you know, pulls through down in Virginia. So I just wanted to put that out there. So shout out to everybody that tuned in, from the United States to London to everywhere.
Shout out to London.
Yeah, shout out to y'all for
I mean, shout out to the world.
just considering the tune in. Appreciate y'all, man. So, and shout out to everybody with love in their hearts and peace in their mind.
Shout out to Hamilton Radio. Shout out to all the producers. Shout out to all the shows. You know, thank you guys for this platform. And you see, we kind of try to deliver every Monday. You know, every so often, if you don't see us, it's either power's out. You know, one of us is not feeling well. One of us is not here. We hardly ever take a day off, a Monday off. We do this almost all year, you know. So we thank you. We're blessed. We can keep doing this. We're going into deep into our 5th year now. Just 5.5 years we've been on here. Hey, sweetie. Shout out to my daughter Isabella. I love you, baby. You know, it's like I said. You see, I'm blessed. You know, I'm blessed. Shout out to, like I said, shout out to Hamilton Radio. Shout out to you, brother. We continue to bring this all the time, brother. It's an amazing thing that we have here. And we're out. You know, I'm Ralphie Rodden,
already,
also known as DJ News.
It's over already.
Yeah.
Oh,
we're
why
out.
you ain't say nothing? I thought it was like 9:30.
You see, I eased this in there.
Damn, my bad. I wasn't paying attention.
We gave you shout outs and everything.
I wasn't really here. I was looking all around and stuff.
You
sorry.
see the effect I have on him?
My bad. I was hypnotized.
Talking about that deep stuff.
I was going.
See how fast an hour is gone. Right? Look, even Ruben's probably sleeping. We sounds
Be
like
like,
it.
oh, damn, my bad.
I mean, seriously, we talked some good shit tonight. Man, it's crazy.
Yeah, it was, man. But, you know, just freestyling. Man. You know, freestyling, chopping it up with y'all, man. You know?
That's right. What a freestyle.
I better stop being scared and call in, man. I can't stand y'all. Call in. Say what's up.
We're not even on air. We're still no.
No, still. Yeah,
We are
still
still
on.
on
Yeah,
air.
start calling in, man. If I start calling y'all and pranking y'all
listen,
houses, I'll call y'all.
We are done. We are done for the night.
Yeah, we done for the
Don't call
night.
us tonight.
Yeah, no, yeah, oh yeah,
We're
yeah.
done.
Trust me. Yeah, we
You
done for
had-
the night.
you had
We done
an
for the
hour.
night.
You had an hour.
Yeah, but start.
If you call us
calling.
now, we'll stay on for another hour. We can't do that. We both got work tomorrow.
Especially if you
We're just
call
wait- we're just waiting for-
from like London, because it's only like 9 o'clock.
We're just waiting for
Afternoon.
Ruben to. Hey, Ruben. Ruben.
Yes.
Oh,
You know we're done, right?
I know. I was just waiting for you guys to finish blabbing.
Yeah, it's my child.
I was just waiting for you guys to finish blabbing.
We did.
Yeah. Man, we done hugged.
We're freestyle free, so we're out.
You're out.
What?
We did the
Peace.
hug and everything.
We're out.
There you go.
All right. Peace.